What did Lawson forget?
Looking this time at the grappa berry. It's soft, slightly dry, sweet, and sour. Roughly the same as the real-life fruit, so no problem there. However, the grappa berry is yellow. It also increases happiness at the cost of special defense. And Loxton says that grapes reduce the symptoms of anxiety and depression, but didn't say how. And the grappa berry curiously has a natural gift typing of flying, and is favored by certain electric types in Pokemon Sleep and spiky-eared Pichu, which is still stuck in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Visuda, you suck! Though strangely, its first description is, despite its tenderness and round shape, the berry is unimaginably sour. Yet in Diamond and Pearl On, it's one bite of this very tender berry fills the mouth with its sweet and tangy flavor. So either someone doesn't like grapes, or they couldn't decide which flavor was prominent in the fruit. So let's tackle why grapes are connected to flying types first. So birds like grapes because they provide vital nutrients and a source of energy. They also can tell when you give them artificial grape flavoring, specifically the ester from the orange blossom. More on that later. But here's what's really crazy. When you eat grape flavoring, it's not exactly synthetic, because it can be actually found in actual grapes, but not the purple kind. So the flavor is not the grift, but the color is. You don't get that flavor from Concord. So we can all agree that natural grapes are perfect for birds. Now, what about grapes and electric types? Other than the obvious comparison to light bulbs, grapes can in fact create electricity through a process called biofuel cell technology. The electric types know that grapes are indeed a battery. A biofuel cell consists of 2 carbon electrodes, enzymes, and a gas diffusion biocathode. Man, I love science! Essentially, all electric types are biocathodes, as they use the oxygen in the air to oxidize the sugars in the grappa berry or the grape. And they get more glucose or sugar the more ripe the fruit is. Here's one more fun fact. Did you know that when you put a grape in the microwave, it creates plasma, as in the stuff that Rotom is made out of? And this, my friends, is the reason why I love both grass types and electric types. To put it simply, the grapes act as resonators for the microwave radiation, trapping the energy and causing it to bounce back and forth inside the grape. The energy eventually breaks out in a flash, forming a hot spot in the center of the grape. So why does it happen? Well, it's because the grape's size and composition, particularly its water content, determine how it interacts with the microwave radiation. The grape's size and composition allow a single wavelength of microwave radiation to fit almost entirely into the grape, allowing it to trap the microwave. One more electrifying fact, Japan developed a miniature biofuel cell that was used to power a light-emitting diode, a LED, which was used to test blood sugar levels by inserting the needle into an animal vein. Well, that would be fun for diabetics. And thanks to Pokemon Sleep, we have some berries that we will need to revisit. And we'll go in order of Snorlax's power level. So we know grappa berry is electric, but it has a power of 25. Then we have the leppa berry, which is fire because of the snapdragon, with a power of 27. Then we have the cherry berry, which has the fighting type, because of tart cherry's polyphenols, which help muscle recovery, which shares a power level of 27. Then we have the wiki berry, which is for some reason dark type. My guess is because it has a nature to suck the nutrients out of the soil before it produces fruit. It grows vines and is a very selfish crop. and its power level is 31. Luckily, we have the oranberry next, which is the mandarin, which has the water type, because it is 85% water, and has the power level of 31. Last but not least, we have the raspberry, which has the ice type, which is of course because of its ability to heal burns, taking cooling the heat quite literally, having a power level of 32. Now, how about we take a look and see how grapes deal with anxiety and depression next? Easy, it's our old friend resveratrol that helps protect against stress, as resveratrol is related to phosphodiesterase 4, an enzyme that's influenced by the stress hormone corticosterone. Only one aspect of the berry is a head scratcher, and it's not because it's yellow, as that's a relatively easy specimen to find. I give you the Italian alabaster yellow grapes, or the Uva Giallia Italiana di Alabastro. It's also known as the Chardonnay grape. There's also the sweet carnival grapes, with golden yellow skin, with seedless flesh, and a cotton candy-like flavor with notes of burnt sugar. Oh, it sounds delicious! My guess is the former would fit the bill a lot easier considering its purpose. My biggest issue lies with the lowered special defense. Well, you could interpret special defense as resistance to the elements, and wouldn't you know it, that bioactive compound that grapes are known for, resveratrol, increase pro-oxidants in the body. Usually, a healthy body have an equal amount of both antioxidants and pro-oxidants. And pro-oxidants are chemicals that induce oxidative stress, either by generating reactive oxygen species or by inhibiting antioxidant systems. So, when the body lacks balance, it can't properly defend itself. Well, that was surprisingly easy. Now I've dodged the Donphan, or even the Great Tusk, and needs a new name, in the room long enough. The main use of grapes, save for making raisins, those were found in 2000 BC in Persia and Egypt, by the way, is the yeast that was found on their skin. Pichia, Clochera, and Perulolopsis. But it's our old friend Saccharomyces cerevisiae that is the ticket to get grapes to their most storied form, wine. A drink that dates back to 6000 BC. And curiously, there's a game we can use to explain the process, though it takes a few artistic liberties.